Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are finally back after my weekend summer camp. I'm sorry I did not get the videos out, but the Phillies were on a streak, a winning streak when I was gone, and it was incredible. We got an 8-game winning streak. We swept the Nationals, we swept the Mets, and we ended up falling 2 of 3 against the Dodgers, and now we just fell 2 of 3 against the Reds. We just got knocked out of first place. We are 1 game out now. The Mets are playing later tonight against the Dodgers. They're 2 games out at the moment. If they win this game, they're going to be 1.5 games out of first. We are currently 1 games out with the Braves winning today. But we got a lot to talk about in this series against the Reds. We lose on Friday, and we just lost 30 minutes ago this is Sunday, 5:19 p.m. Eastern Time. So let's just talk about what happened Friday. Zach Wheeler did not pitch to what his Cy Young season is proving. It was not good. He gave up a 3-run home run to Joey Votto the 1 inning, and then a couple of innings later he gives up a solo home run to Nicholas Castellanos, and the Phillies offense couldn't get anything going. They got 1 run all game, and it was in the 9th inning. What was his name? Paul. I don't even know who he was. He just came in the game, making his Phillies debut. He came. Actually, we're gonna look his name up real quick. I think it's David Paulino. David Paulino was his name. Yeah, he came into the game, gives up a 2-run home run in the 9th after having a decent 8th inning. So that was a bad game after coming up with a win on Thursday against the Dodgers. So you come back, now Saturday's a game. You're gonna come back. You want to see some momentum starting to shift our way. And Matt Moore throws up 6 hitless innings, 2 walks. Matt Moore was 3 innings away from a no-hitter. Joe Girardi takes him out of the game, and I don't hate the decision. I say let him go with it. Take him out once he gives up his first hit. But it was an okay decision to take him out of the game. But Matt Moore doing 6 hitless innings is incredible. That's all you could have asked for by him. 6 hitless innings. I'm still mind boggled by what he was able to produce Saturday afternoon. And the offense, getting you 6 runs on the board, pitching. Archie Bradley gave up the home run, which ended the combined no-hitter. We had a combined no-hitter going into the 8th inning. But that was only pitching struggle from the team. And you needed to get momentum that game, and you did. You got 6 runs on the offensive side, and your pitching was phenomenal, especially Matt Moore. Bryce Harper hit a triple that ended up being a triple E, I think it was E6 with the shortstop, so he ended up scoring on that triple. And the offense, Andrew McCutchen hit a home run that game. I think Travis Jankowski got an RBI. And the offense just clicked. The offense just clicked that game, and it was overall what you want to see from a ball club like the Phillies. You want to see them getting runs, and you want to see them shutting down their opponents on the pitching side, because the pitching is what we struggle with. The pitching is what we struggle with the most. Now, I don't have too many takeaways from Saturday's game because overall it was a good performance by the team. But now we got to go over to Sunday's game. Sunday's game was it was awful. We started off the game with a bomb by Jonathan India. Aaron Nola pitching in this game, and Aaron Nola did not pitch well. He gave up, I think it was 4 runs in not even 5 innings. It was like 4 1/3. Aaron Nola has to figure things out. One game he's dominating. The next game he's giving up some runs. The next game he's dominating. The next game he's giving up runs. You can't have that by your number 2 starter. He's no longer our number 1. Wheeler is now our number 1, but you can't have that out of your number 2. And the umpires were god-awful today, but we're going to move besides the fact we got to talk about Nola a bit more. He gives up a leadoff home run to Jonathan India. And Jonathan India was like 3 for 5 today, so he had a great game. 3 runs scored, might I add. And Nola settled in after that. After he gave up that home run, he settled in for a couple, and then the 3rd inning, he gives up a 2-run double to make it 3-0. And at this point, you're like, okay, we can come back. The Phillies get a run on the board with a sac fly by Bryce Harper, and the momentum is shifting our way. That we got a run on the board. Nola starting to settle in a bit, but then he gives up ends up making the bases loaded. They bring in Falter with the bases low, 1 out, and Falter does a great job of getting out of the inning. Only gave up 1 run, but it was unearned. Charged to the line of Aaron Nola. So then it became 4-1 Reds. And then the Phillies come back and they get a couple runs on the board. And then it became 4-3. Harper, he had a bases loaded walk, which I was hoping he did something there, but they were pitching around him. They did not want to give him anything over the middle of the plate that he can drive for a gapper or maybe even a grand slam. So then it became 4-3 at the end of that inning. We could not pile on. I think McCutchen went 0 for 5 today. He's been struggling ever since he came off that injury list. He did have the home run on Saturday, but besides the fact, the offense needs to produce with runners in scoring position. Offense goes quiet for a couple more innings, and in the top of the 8th, I believe, the Connor Brogdon was pitching. He was pitching really well. He gives up a base hit up the middle. Dieter Gregorius throws it into the stands, so it became a single E6, and Gregorius cannot make that throw. If you know you're not going to get the out there, you cannot make that throw. You are known for being a horrible defender, so don't make that throw. But it ended up costing us. Then Tucker Barnhart. Here's where the umpires come in. They were god awful this game, or the home plate umpire was horrible. He called it should have been a strike 3 call, almost right there. The whole ball was in the black. It was in the strike zone, and he calls it a ball. Ends up getting Tucker Barnhart, and that would have been a strike 3 call. Tucker Barnhart ended up getting a double, scoring a run that was 5-3, and then Hector Neris comes in, gives up a 2-run home, and make it 7-3. Phillies tack on one more with an Alec Bohm double. After a replay review with Torreyes sliding at third, he was safe. I don't know how he avoided that tag. And a bad base running play by Odubel Herrera, not going to second on that. It could have been 7-5 at the time, but Gene Segura doesn't. There's 2 runners in scoring position. Gene Segura cannot tack on any more runs, which is what we needed to go into the bottom of the 9th, maybe down by 1 if he would have gotten base hit. But he didn't, and we lose the series. Now we are 61-57. The Braves are 62-56. The Braves are clicking. They are really clicking on all cylinders. I believe we are 6-3 in our last 10 games, or 6-4 in our last 10 games, which is decent. Like 6-4, that's almost the average. But the Braves are 8-2. They're heating up. And they don't even have Acuna. We need to heat up. We need to get this whole lineup healthy. We need Hoskins back. We need everyone. We need Bailey Falter had a nice bullpen outing. Now, this might be a hot take, but I think they should move him to the starting rotation if Matt Moore struggles. I know he had a great outing Saturday, but if he struggles, they might have to move him to the number 5 spot. Suarez, number 4. Eflin's coming back for number 3. And am I missing someone? I really think I'm missing someone in that rotation. I'm trying to think who pitched. Oh, Gibson. Gibson's in there. So you'd have Wheeler first, Nola second, Gibson third, Eflin fourth, Suarez fifth. So you really want to need a Bailey Falter in the rotation. Never mind that. But Matt Moore can then go to the bullpen. Bailey Falter could be a nice long inning relief guy. I don't think Vince Velasquez should ever pitch in the city again because he is so atrocious. Matt Moore was the same way, but I think if he does okay in the bullpen, so I think he can do something. And if he's doing good as a starter, that means he'll most likely do good in the bullpen. But we have an off day on Monday. We go on to face the Diamondbacks for 3 games, and they're late games. So I believe they're 9:40 Eastern time. You gotta sweep. You have to sweep if you want any ground in this. Let me check if the Braves are playing real quick. I believe they are playing the Marlins, I want to say, but I am not totally sure. Yes, they are playing the Marlins for 3 games. And then they go and face the Orioles, then the Yankees, and then they got a stretch of a lot of West Coast teams with the Giants, Dodgers, Rockies. So they're getting a little bit of a tough stretch with the Yankees, Dodgers, Giants. All of them, that's going to be a little tough stretch. The Phillies, on the other hand, we have the Diamondbacks, we have the Padres, the Rays, and then the Diamondbacks again. You have to win every game you play against the Diamondbacks. They are the worst team in baseball. You have to sweep. You have to hope the Marlins can do something against the Braves. And the Marlins have been doing decent, so you got to hope that they start winning, especially against the Braves and the Mets, which they did their job against the Mets. Now they got to win against the Braves. And then you just gotta do business with the Diamondbacks. You gotta win tomorrow, or you gotta win Tuesday, and hope that the Braves lose. And then you're back in first place. You're back tied for first place. You're not gonna make the wild card because it's gonna be almost impossible. You're like 5.5 games out of the wild card. It's gonna be almost impossible to clinch a wild card spot. You're only a game out of first place right now. You have to buckle it down. I believe we have Gibson pitching Tuesday. Gibson pitching Tuesday is going to be incredible because he's been okay. He had 2 great games with the Phillies, and then he had a decent with the rain delay. He didn't pitch great. Ended up getting the loss, but having him pitch to start that series off, you gotta score. Chase Field is known for getting a lot of doubles because it's very wide in that ballpark. Gibson's got to pitch a good game. The offense has to be ready. Harper can hit some doubles. I'm hoping for him to have a great series against the Diamondbacks here. Hopefully Hoskins can come back. Maybe he's eligible to be reactivated on the 17th, but I don't know if it's going to be that way. I think he might remain on the injured list. And you got to win. And then we got Ranger Suarez going Wednesday. Then on Thursday you have your ace Zach Wheeler. Finish it off. You got to sweep. You have your good pitchers going up at it. Ranger Suarez is going to get another shot to prove himself in the rotation. He is a 1.07 ERA. I think we have a good chance this series, and then we got to produce against the Padres. We're going on the road. Tatis is back in that lineup. It's going to be tough, but I think we can do it. I think we can start winning again, and we have to. We have to start with the Diamondbacks, and I'm expecting a sweep. I'm really expecting a sweep, and if we get anything less than a sweep, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed, but just win the series at this point. If you don't get a sweep, win the series. If you lose the series, I don't know. Then we're not the team that I think could make the playoffs. But anyway, that's going to do it for this Phillies Reds rundown. I'm pretty disappointed that we lost the series against the Reds because they should be our skill level. If we're a playoff team, we should win against the Reds, but we didn't. And we just got to hope they win against the Diamondbacks. Leave a like on the video, subscribe, leave a comment down below what you thought about this series against the Reds, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.